Hi guys, Yuki here, back with Seduce Me to the Demon War alternate routes. We're still on Sam, part 15. Hopefully we'll end this pretty soon. I'm just trying to wrap this up. You probably noticed by I guess the timestamp that I'm basically just kind of one-shotting it right now. So apologies if you've commented in the last video. I wouldn't have been able to read what you're saying. I'm literally just trying to get through Sam's, to get onto Matthew's, to get onto Diana's, and then be done. And then get that secret ending, and then we'll be done forever. Which is kind of sad, but also good, because that means we're just going to move on to something else. But yeah, let's just get back into it. Sam nodded before taking my hand and rushing forward, speeding through the twists and turns of the castle towards a large archway leading up to the... Excuse me, I do not know why I can't stop burping today. Leading up to the tower where we could hear Diana and the Demon Lord fighting above. Sam and I raced up to the stairs of the tower, hearing the echoed cries and clashes of steel bouncing off the stone walls. My heart began to race as the sound of weapons meeting stopped with Diana screaming. Oh.
Enough!
Sam and I finally reached the top, staring wide at the sight of the Demon Lord and Diana. The Demon Lord had Diana's throat in a hard grip as his other hand gripped onto her wings, his fingers digging into them roughly. We could barely react as the Demon Lord ripped them off of Diana's back by pulling Diana's body in the opposite direction. The Demon Lord, basking in his success, lifted the torn wings to, oh my god, his mouth and let the blood dribble onto the open wounds onto his tongue. I fought to not gag at the sight. Sam, however, shouted and made the room shake with his voice. His rage showed his feelings clearly despite seeing the one who fathered him after years of separation.
Hey, shithead!
The Demon Lord instantly peered over, locking his eyes onto Sam's form as Sam began to step forward. At peace with the new challenger, the Demon Lord licked his lips and tossed Diana to the side. Diana landed with a hard thud and slid across the floor, slamming against one of the stone frames that kept the stained glass of the room together. On her back were two large open wounds that weren't healing or fading away onto her body like I expected. Diana!
Go check on her. This bastard is mine.
Sam continued to walk forward as I nodded and rushed over to Diana. She struggled to push herself up onto her hands, falling back onto the floor in failure as I approached. I gotcha, hold on.
Settle.
Before my eyes, a small white light flashed beside us, revealing Sero. He quickly looked around before he looked down at Diana and rushed to his knees beside her.
Isaiah!
I got onto my knees and helped Diana get up onto hers, seeing her worn and tired face. As she got up, she instantly fell onto her side into Sero's arms. Sero quickly wrapped his arms around Diana and kissed her head, almost likely trying to feed her energy to heal. Her back wounds, despite the energy, were still not closing. All across her body were slash marks and bruises from the intense struggle, but I knew already that she had put up a good fight. Now was Sam's turn. The Demon Lord raised his arms to his sides, visually challenging his new opponent with a wide smirk on his face and a scowl in his eyes.
So you wanna die too? I always knew you were a disgrace. I've waited a long time to kick your ass.
Sam lifted his sword to his side and rushed forward, swinging his sword at the Demon Lord. However, his attack was quickly parried, with his opponent's smile growing smug.
Then show me what you've got, little brute!
Sam snarled and began to swing again and again at the Demon Lord, occasionally shifting positions to find a better angle to attack him from. Unfortunately, the Demon Lord matched him every time, blocking and returning the attacks. I watched in shock. Even with Diana's attack on him, the Demon Lord seemed hardly worn at all. Almost indestructible. Was there no way to bring him down? Sam threw every swing harder and harder, hoping to gain some ground. The clashing of their swords became louder and louder with each swing and parry. It was almost deafening. I can't speak today.
Give up, boy! Fuck you!
With a snarl, the Demon Lord reached and grabbed hold of Sam's sword by the blade, making me gasp at the sight. What the hell? With Sam's surprise as well, the Demon Lord ripped it from Sam's grip and tossed it towards me and Diana, instantly gripped Diana's head and made us stuck, letting it crash through stained glass. In retaliation, however, Sam kicked the Demon Lord's sword out of his hand, leaving both opponents weaponless. They took the moment to glare at each other, with the Demon Lord clenching his fingers over the open wound on his hand. As I stared at the Demon Lord's hand, however, I could see a faint black and red aura around it. Was he casting something? The blood that was dripping from it vanished as the demon lord chuckled at his son.
I will kill you, old man! I want to see you try. You don't even have the strength to save your precious human!
I'd heard this before. I looked behind me to see the blade of Sam's sword crash back with the stained glass and rip through my body to erupt from my chest. Ouch. The familiar feeling of pain racked through my nerves and body as I stared at the blade sticking out of my sternum. I couldn't even speak as I looked up at Sam and reached out for him. Sam's face instantly paled and his body quickly turned to run in my direction. As I began to fall forward, the world went into slow motion as if fate wanted me to take in the cruelty of the moment. I locked eyes with Sam, trying not to faint from the shock and pain. As I watched the demon lord pick up his sword once more and ram it into— oh my god! Into his son's back, the blade jutting out of his stomach. I heard no sound as Sam's mouth opened into a pain grimace. As the demon lord ripped the sword out, I managed to hit the floor, now laid over a pool of freshly flowing blood. My own blood. Oh my god, oh god. I stretched my head up to see Sam fall to his knees as well, staring at me with tears in his eyes and blood oozing from the open wound in his body. I weakly stretched my hand out as Sam fell forward and reached back for me. Oh, no. We had lost. We were dying. And we couldn't even reach each other as we fought to take in shallow breath upon breath. I felt the darkness of death rush over my skin as I desperately tried to stretch forward, but before I could reach him, I succumbed. Oh, no. The monster is dead. Why? Oh man. Alright, let's do the final one where we get killed by Malix. Help him. I wasn't going to be helpless this time. Besides, I was confident that I was still protected by my grandfather's protection spell against hellborn magic. I quickly rushed forward and prepared an attack, but Malix quickly turned his eyes to me with a large smirk and swung his arm towards me, revealing a sharp red blade.
Die!
I didn't get a chance to blink before suddenly being ripped from life. Darkness welcomed me as a ruthless swing cut through my neck and ended me. How could this be? The last thing I heard was Sam screaming my name. And hands of the devil, E. I think that completes that route. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's what it is. If it's not, I'll probably come back to it, but I'm pretty sure that's it. That was probably like 15 minutes? No, that was only 8 minutes. Alright. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in Matthew's one. Yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!